YouTube ads targeting is the best. It's the best. What's up, everyone? My name is Marcus Svedin, and welcome to my channel where we discuss all things Google and YouTube advertising and how you can use these two amazing advertising platforms to grow and scale your business. In this video, I'm going to be showing you exactly how you can create some amazing, super targeted audiences you can advertise to on the YouTube platform. With the YouTube ads platform, you can target people who are in market for certain things, people who are interested in certain things. You can target people that have visited certain websites, people who are using certain apps, people who are, viewing certain YouTube videos, YouTube channels, right? If someone's typing in something on the Google search bar, you can target them as well. Like, the targeting options are absolutely next level insane when it comes to YouTube, which is why it's by far my favorite platform to advertise on, and which is why we at Tight Marketer use YouTube for 80% of our advertising. So what we're going to do now is we're going to jump straight into the back of the Google Ads platform, and I'm going to show you exactly where to find these audiences, how to build them, and how to kind of combine them all together to make a super targeted, amazing audience that you're going to reach the right people, you're going to reach people who have the means to invest, and you're going to reach them at the right time. Now, before we do that, make sure you smash that like and subscribe button. And if you're interested in some YouTube ads training, there's a link in the description, which will take you to a landing page where you can get access to our YouTube ads training. Okay, so right now we're in the back of our Google Ads account, and I'm going to show you guys how to set up these really targeted, super granular audiences. All right, it's very simple actually. So you go into your Google Ads account, and then up on the right-hand side here, top right-hand side, you want to click on Tools and Settings. Click on that, go to Audience Manager. It's inside your shared library, right? Inside Audience Manager. Once you're in Audience Manager, you want to click on Custom Segments. Now, custom segment is basically just a custom audience. Segments is just another fancy name that Google calls audiences, whatever it may be. But that's basically what it is. This is where you want to be. So you come up here, hit the big blue button, and then the first thing to do is you want to name your segment name. So in this case, what we're going to do is we're going to target search platform, so search intentions. So let's just we'll focus on let's do workouts. So people can do workouts, like health related stuff. So we'll call it workout search intent, okay, or something like that. Okay. Now what I want to do is inside here, as you can see, I'll go through this real quickly, is people with any of these interests or purchase intentions, right? So if you want to target people who are interested in workout plans or, losing weight, that kind of thing, then you put it in here, okay? What you can also do, and this is really cool, is you can target people who searched for any of these terms on Google. So if they've gone into Google search bar and they've typed in whatever search term that you may want to target, okay, you click on this and you can put it on here. So we could put out best workout plans, right? Easy workout plans, okay? Workout plans for lazy people, okay? So that's my kind of workout plan. And then what happens here is that on the right-hand side, Google will give you a bit of an overview of how many weekly impressions you'll be getting. Now, if you click on this arrow right here, okay, campaign type, we want to go to video. So we're going to get a bit of idea of what it is on video. It's a YouTube ad. Okay, so depending on our budget, how much we're going to spend, okay, we can get anywhere between 100 million and 500 million weekly impressions. All right, based around these keywords. All right, and it gives you a bit of some demographics of what's going on here. Okay. So that's that particular audience. Okay, so this is a really cool audience. This is probably one of the better audiences that I use is people who search these particular terms on Google. And the reason why is because if you're on Google search and you're looking for a solution to a problem, an answer to a question, all right? Your intent is to do something about it. You're looking for, you want to fix it now. Okay. So if you're selling a course, what questions does your course answer? What solutions does your course provide, for whatever problem this person may be having? All right. So this is a really fantastic audience to build right here. Okay. But it gets a lot better. So click save, right? And then you create that particular audience. Now, what you can also do is you can create a website, right? So remove that one. So you create websites. Not to create websites. You create audiences based on where they go, what websites. Now, if your competitors or if another website that's related to your niche, like a big brand or maybe, if they have Google Analytics on their site, okay, Google Analytics is watching who comes there, where they come from, what they do on that site, how long are they there, have they made a purchase, they opt into something. Google Analytics is watching all that, and it feeds that information back to Google, all right? And so what we can do here is we can type in, let's just do www.menshealth.com. I'm pretty sure that's the website, but I'm not 100% sure. Okay, I think that URL is wrong. Okay, but basically, you go and you grab the website that you want to, that you want to target. Okay, with your YouTube ads. So you won't be putting ads on that particular website, but what you do is anyone that goes to that website or people who look like those who go to this website, right? When they go into YouTube, they'll put Google will put your ad in front of them. Okay, so it's very, very powerful, very powerful. All right, so what we can do here is we can do workout websites. Okay, and then you click save, right, and it saves that particular audience. Now, what we also have here is people who use specific apps. All right, so if there's like a workout app, which I know there's tons of them, workout. Okay, you can go through here, boom, 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 boom. Okay, and you can use these apps, and anyone that has these apps, right, or uses these apps, Google can target them. So if they're using these apps on their phone, they're obviously interested in working out. Okay, if they're going to these websites, they're obviously interested in working out. If they're searching in, typing in certain search terms in Google search, they're obviously looking for something to do, like, some answer to a problem. So some answer to a question or some solution to a problem. All right. So it's really, really fantastic audiences to market to. Now, once you save all those, right, it'll save it to this list right here. Okay. But we don't want to use these audience just yet. We want to get more granular. We want to build a really, really targeted audience. We want to build an audience where it's the right person with the means to invest at the right time. Okay. And then we hit them with the right message. Okay. So what we're going to do is combine segments. So what we're doing is we're combining our audiences. So we can take a bunch of other audiences and we can layer them, right? So we click on combine segments, right? So as you can see here, we already have a bunch of combined segments that we use, all right? So we click on this plus button right here, combine segment, right? And we can just call this combined segment workout, okay? Workout, and we can do website and search intent, okay? So this is the workout audience, but they visited certain websites and they've looked up certain search terms on Google search. So what we do here is we come into here, Click on it. Now, Google will give you some ideas here, right? But we don't worry about those yet. Come to browse, and under custom segments here, click on that. And then boom, you have your different, bunch of different audiences you already created, right? And you find your audiences that you want to use, and you just click on audience, workout plan, audience, right? And then you don't go here and then add the next one, okay? We don't want to do this, okay? Because what happens if you do this, right? I'm going to target these people or these people, okay? It's not that. I'm going to target these people and these people. So they have to be visited workout websites and have searched certain terms on Google search bar, right? So what we do is we do narrow your segment, okay? So we narrow, browse, custom here, come down, websites. So this audience has to be people who've done this, and they have to have done this, all right? So for example, if we get rid of this one right here, okay, 7 billion. This is workout plan audience. So the people are going to search. If we go, let's see here, let's do the United States. Okay, anyways, let's just say all countries, right? For the sake of time. Workout plan across the whole globe, 7 billion impressions. Okay, that's a lot of impressions. Now, if we go to narrow, well, we get workout websites. Okay, so we gone from 7 billion to 750 million worldwide. Okay, so it narrows it down. Now, what you can also do is come into here, right? Come to browse, and you can look at the detailed demographics. Are they parents? Are they married? How educated are they? Are they a homeowner? Are they a renter? Employment. Do they own a company? What's the company size? Okay, what industry are they in? Okay, you can target certain industries. Let's go back here. What are their interests? Okay, so you can narrow this down even more. What are their interests? Affinity is just another name for an interest. In market and in life events. Okay, are they in market for something? What's in here that we can do? Beauty, personal care. All right. No tanning, makeup, hair. Nope, that's not really going to be in there. I wonder if there's anything about fitness or anything like that. Don't know if there is or not. But you just come in here and have a look. Oh, sports and fitness. Sports and fitness. Okay. Fitness products. All right. So we want to do, yep. So what we can do here, so we've gone from 750 million to 470 million. All right. So they have to be interested in this, and in the market for fitness products and services. Okay. So this can get really, really granular, really, really targeted. All right. What else do we have in here? Let's go to browse. So life events, let's go to life events, like in market segments, it's just tons and tons and tons. If your niche isn't in here, I'll be very surprised. Let's go to life events. What's in life events? Let's close that up. Life events, right? Business creation, college graduate, are they home renovations? Okay. Job change, marriage, are they moving, new pet, purchasing a home, retirement, there's just so many. Let's see here. Then you have your data, your similar segments. So Google will create audiences for you based upon your previous data. So like lookalike audiences for those Facebook, people here, they're called similar audiences. And obviously you have your segments, your segmented data. So your segmented audiences there as well. So you can get really granular. So let's create this audience right here. Create. All right. So this is like the right person. Okay. This is the right person going at the right time, because if obviously they're looking at this, they're in market for this. All right, so this is a good person. This is a great audience so far. So let's create this audience. Okay. So just create the audience. Now we're not finished yet. So what we're going to do now is this is just part of creating your audience, right? So what I'm going to do is we're going to jump into creating a campaign, And I'm going to show you some really cool little tidbits in the campaign creation and how you can target people with the means to invest in your services. Okay, so here we are inside the campaign creation process. I'm not going to go through the whole process. I did that in a previous video, which you can find in a link up above and in the description below. But what I will show you is you will. So what I'll first say, well, what I will say is that you will not be able to find your combined audience, your combined segment. You will not be able to find that in here. Okay, I will show you in a minute where to find that, but you just don't freak out if you can't see it in here. You can see your custom segments. So if you click in here, right, you'll be able to see the different, the different custom segments that you created, different custom audiences in here that you created. If you even go into browse, you're not going to find them in here either. Okay. So what we're going to do is the first thing you're going to do with inside your campaign settings is you're going to come here to demographics. You're going to pick out what your gender is, what your age is, what your parent status. Normally, I always leave this on, but this right here, this is cool. Okay. So here, household income. So this is people who have the ability to invest, right? So normally what I always do is I take off unknown and I always at least take off these two bottom ones. Okay. So usually I only advertise to the top 40% of household income. Okay. Now again, it depends on how much your product is. Sometimes I only want to target the top 20%. All right. But 8 times out of 10, 8% of the time, I'm going to do the top 40%. These guys right here, right? Because these people are going to have the most ability to invest. All right. And I always usually take off these ones right here. Again, depends on your product, but for my services, I'm usually focusing on 35 to 64-year-olds, male, female, parent status, not too worried about that. And then the top 40%. Okay. And then what you do is you go in, you go through the rest of this, process right here, and then hit create campaign. Right. So let's see if it'll create it for it. Okay. So let's just put budget. Let's just do $15 a day. Let's see if it'll do it without having anything else in here. Yep. Okay, great. So we go continue to campaign. All right. So right here, we're inside. It takes you straight to the ad group level. So you're inside the actual campaign. Now, what you want to do is we'll click on in here, takes to the ad level, and then we're going to go here to audience. Go to audience. And then what you do, edit audience segments. Okay, so now we're going to add in our combined segment, our combined audience that we just created. We're going to add it to this campaign. Right? Why can't I add my combined segments initially? I don't know. All right, but this is how you do it. So edit audience segments. Okay, and then you come here to browse. Right, and then you come here to custom segments. Oh no, sorry, other segments. Sorry, other segments. Okay, and then down here, combine segments. You click on here, and we will see it. Here you go. Workout website search intent. Boom. Click on that. You hit save. So now, once that saves, so now our audience, we're targeting the custom, the combined audience we just created, right? And we're only targeting people inside that audience who are these ages, who are parents, who are whatever sex, and who are the top 40% of income earners. So now we know that these people have the ability to invest because they're in the top 40%. Okay. We know that they're the right people, right? They're the right age, right? Male, female, right age. Okay. And we know that they're in market, right? We know it's the right time because, they're searching up stuff on YouTube. I'm sorry, searching stuff up on Google search. Okay. And if you want to even want to get more granular, you could even say, all right, they're typing these keywords into YouTube, or they're, you can do placements. You can put your ad on these particular placements. So your ad will only show to people who are in these demographics, who are in your combined audience, and they're looking at really certain placements. All right. So that's a super, super targeted audience. All right. Now, what you need to understand, though, is the more granular you get with your audience, okay, it's going to be more expensive. It's going to be more expensive. So sometimes what you want to do is you want to have a more broader audience, right? But it's kind of niched down. All right. So it's a little broad, but it's a bit niched. And what that will do is that you'll get a good amount of traffic. You'll get your cost per click will be a decent price. And what happens is that over time, the Google AI will learn more and more about who you're targeting, about who's converting, and it will start to target more of those types of people. Okay. But I mean, if you're going high ticket, so if you're running like, 5,000, 10,000 plus, dollars, if you're like the lifetime value of the client is, in the high 4 to 5 figures, then, you could go this way. You could go this way. Well, I have clients that are spending, $200-300 a day, and they have these really niche, really granular audiences, but they can pay, they can pay to play with those type of audiences. So you just need to be aware that if you get really, really granular with this kind of stuff, in many cases, the cost per click is going to be a lot higher because it's super targeted. So what you want to do is just set up 2 campaigns, and have one be a bit broader and have one be really, really targeted, like super targeted, and then see which one performs better. All right. So once all that's done, then you just save your demographics, and that's it. You let it go, and your campaign will get started maybe in about a day or so, and you have a really targeted audience. And what you want to do is have a really targeted ad. And what I'll do is I'll do a video. Once that video is created, you'll see a link up here on how to create a proper YouTube ad. So if you like this video, please make sure you hit that like and subscribe button below. If you have any questions, pop in the comment section below. What has been your biggest learning inside this video? What's your biggest takeaway from this? And pop that inside the comment section. Again, guys, look, if you're interested in working with us, if you want to get some more YouTube ads training, there's a link in the description below that will take you to our YouTube ads training. And we will see you in the next YouTube video.